About 15 months ago, I thought I was pretty fit. My sport is mountain biking, and I regularly ride with my 35-year-old son, and I try and keep up with him, and he's keen. So I was pretty fit. Then I tried to help him doing some gardening, and I felt this pain in my chest. I thought it's muscle pain, so I dismissed it. Well, it didn't go away, and I ended up in hospital in emergency, and I spent the night in emergency. Anyway, the next day, they released me with a bag of pills, and on the way back to the car park, I had to walk up a gentle hill, and the pain was so great I had to stop. So I had it fairly bad. I tried a treadmill test in the hospital. I managed 4 minutes, which is less than half the length of the normal test. So I was in bad shape. I looked on the internet to see what the prospects were, and they were pretty bad. They talked about improving your chance of survival. They were saying that instead of 10%, the best medication that you can get would help you to lower your risk of getting a heart attack or dying. I thought, I don't want to face that. I'm healthy. I want my normal life back. So I carried on looking on the internet, and I came across a paper by Dr. Esselstyn. And what he said was, I can eliminate your chances of a heart attack. And he said that, you know the case very well, that he'd had this study of 18 people, then previously they'd had 49 cardiac events. In the 12 years after they followed his diet, they had 0. I thought, that's the number I want, 0. I don't want a 5% risk, because if you're one of the 5%, it's 100% for you, right? I want 0. So immediately, from that, I took a decision, I read the paper, and I said, right, I am going to follow his recommendation. And I went immediately onto a plant-based diet. I calculated my fat content, and it was something like 7 or 8% or less. So I got my fat content right down. And I stuck on that diet. I've got a research background. So I thought, I want to measure my improvement. So I had a standard bike route that climbed up to 700 feet from my house, up to 700 feet, a couple of miles. And the first part of that is fairly gentle. Immediately I'd started this thing, I did the test, and I had to stop 7 times from pain and do this first little bit. Then as the weeks went by, it was 6 times, then 5, then 4, then 3, 2, 1, 0. I managed to do the whole of the bottom section with no pain that was manageable. So I thought, all right, I'll go to the next section. And this was when you went steep up through the woods, rough track, tough. So I had to stop 3 or 4 times going up the steep, because I was obviously much better. Then that went down, and I started to be able to ride the whole of the length, so I'm climbing quite a lot with no stops. So I started dropping my medication. I stopped the Nicoranda, and gradually, as the weeks went by, within 6 months, I'd virtually eliminated my angina. I was able to ride my bike trip without stopping, and I was dropping my medication. Now, 15 months later, I take no medication. Right. I take no medication. And I saw Dr. Esselstyn in this taxi. I said, I'm here because of you. It's so hard. If you're doing this and you believe so passionately, you say, I want to help other people to experience the benefits that I've had. People tend to treat you as a sort of different sort of person. They don't really want to know. So I thought, in order to feel genuinely inspired, I need to come somewhere where I'm surrounded by people who believe the same things that I believe and perhaps experience the same sort of things. And that's why I was here. Thank you.